Hey guys, in this video we'll look at some of the new features of lighting and rendering in Unity 2019.2. So let's jump right into it. The first feature in the list is the new Prob Lit GI Workflow. They have changed the terminology for the object that are lightmap static. From now on, they are called Contribute GI instead of lightmap static. A new drop-down menu on the mesh render, skin mesh render, and terrain lets you choose if the object should get GI from lightmap or from light props. In simple words, now you can set your non-static object to contribute to lighting calculation without occupying any space in lightmap. To explain this, I have three boxes here. The first one is set to contribute GI and is receiving GI from light maps. The second one is also set to contribute GI, but instead of light map, it's receiving GI from light probes. And the third one is not contributing any GI, which means it's not a static object. You see, when I bake the light map, the first box is providing some red bounce in the scene, but at the same time it's also occupying some space in our light map. The second box is also providing red bounce light, but since we set it to receive GI from light probes, that's why it's not occupying any space in our light map. And the last one is neither providing any GI nor taking any space in our light map. So basically this new Prob Lit GI workflow is the mixture of static and non-static GI method, which can be very useful in light mapping for games. This release also includes major speed improvement in GPU Lightmapper, especially during lighting iterations. The MIS or multiple importance sampling is now also available with GPU Lightmapper. Basically now you can speed up your environment lighting by using the MIS and the prioritize view together. This is especially useful in HDRP lighting situation. The NVIDIA Optics AI Denoiser has been upgraded for better performance and lower memory usage, and now it's also supported in GPU Lightmapper. Also now you can use all the NVIDIA and AMD graphics card for lightmap denoising on all editor platform. And the biggest feature is this real-time ray tracing for global illumination. They have also added... Oh, wait, what? Sorry, it's not available yet. You have to wait for it. Please ignore this ray tracing section. It's just to tease you guys. For light mapping, they have added a new Intel Open Image Denoiser, which is basically a machine learning based filter. It will highly improve your light mapping workflow by removing the noise and artifacts and provide you smooth light maps even when using very few samples. It's really very helpful to quickly bake and test your lighting results. The new Ambient Occlusion effect now uses a screen space shading and rendering algorithm that improve the quality of ambient lighting simulation in your scene, especially for small scale details. It may look a bit weird in the scene view, but if you run your project, it would look great. Unity has introduced a new experimental 2D render for lightweight render pipeline, which uses different types of light called 2D lights. To know more about 2D lights, please check the video linked in the description. The new shadow layer system allows you to separately control the shadow for the object. For example, now you can tint the shadows to achieve a more creative look. You see, right now this option is not accessible. I don't know why they do this every time they release a new version, but you can enable this by going to the HDRP asset, and in the lighting section, enable this light layer option. And now you can access this shadow layer option. Great. This new Matcap Debug view mode is used to quickly get a sense of scene without setting up any lighting in your scene. This mode is very useful to navigate the darker areas of your scene. It basically replaces all the materials and lighting in the scene with what is in the Matcap. To activate Matcap mode, disable the lighting toggle in the scene window, and by default it's turned on. You can also go to Edit, Preferences, HD Render Pipeline and disable this Mix Albedo in the Matcap if you want to see a grayscale version of your scene. You can also change the brightness of this mode by increasing the Matcap intensity scale. You can also use other Matcap material from your HDRP asset. In 2019.2, HDRP includes an Arbitrary Output Variable API. Basically now you can use Unity Recorder to export material properties, lighting, depth buffer and other passes from the scene. But I guess it's not available in the free version of Unity because I couldn't find it in my Unity. To know more about this API, please check the link given in the description. They have also added dynamic resolution, which allow you to control the resolution at which the word is rendered with hardware dynamic resolution support. For more information about dynamic resolution, please check the Unity's documentation. VR projects now support every HDRP effect including volumetrics, screen space reflection, decals and deferred rendering. In shader graph, now you can use color modes to display and change the color of nodes to improve readability. There is also a precision mode which allows you to set the node to use less GPU memory to increase performance on different platforms. It also lets you choose between accuracy and memory usage on the GPU. And lastly, the feature which I don't want to be in Unity is that the screen space reflection are still turned off by default. Why? But no problem, I know how to fix it. So these are some of the major graphics improvement in 2019.2. If you want to know more about these features, please check the link given in the description or go to Unity's website. If you have any queries regarding my videos, you can always ask me in the comment section or join my Discord server. Link is given in the description. I'm also planning to make some videos about new RTX technology, but the problem is that the RTX graphics card are very expensive. So if you guys want videos about real-time ray tracing, please support me on Patreon and help me to buy this fancy little graphic card. And before I say those magical words, I would like to thank Spark, Hannah Sinkonan and Peter Listek for supporting me on Patreon. And now let me say those magical words. Please subscribe, share, like, and you know what to do. So that's pretty much it. See you in the next video. Namaste.